I am the true alpha male, the living legend of hair loss, and your personal hairline hero. I admit this is a spin-off of a video I just finished recording. Somebody had asked me a question if they were assuming that stress causes hair loss, and I keep telling everybody, hair loss is not caused. You can't cause hair loss. You're born having DNA that determines if you're gonna largely go bald by the age of 35 or not. And in addition to being born, then you are aging. So the closer you get to age 35 and beyond it, in theory, the balder you go. But typically, if you're gonna go bald, you're mainly gonna do that before the age of 35, which go back to my hair loss theories. You know, this is the other pocket that I've got it there. This is the other pocket, the sticky note. So if you wanna know if you go bald, and I made a 5-minute video, you can check it out. Will I go bald test? Your age now, compare that to age 35, the age that determines whether you're gonna lose most of your hair by that age or not. Next, look at a photo of yourself at age 1 to determine what your hairline looks then. That's a projection of you at age 35. Your hair now, what Norwood are you now? Do the math on that. Were you able to grow a full connected beard by the age of 35? Or actually by the age of 18, which again, in conjunction with 35 gives you an idea. And then lastly, what's your ethnic background? Are you predominantly mainly Asian or Native American? If so, your chances of going bald are a lot less. So check out that video if you want to, okay? But ultimately, what causes hair loss? Being born and aging. You either have the genes or you don't. But people will continue to ask if fill in the blank causes balding, and the answer is no. Unless that question is, hey Nick, does being born with certain DNA and aging cause hair loss? If somebody asked me that, I'd be like, yes, video complete. It'd be like 2 seconds. But that's not ever gonna happen. And if it did, I wouldn't make that video because YouTube's not gonna allow me to make money from the video. This is what I've heard, unless it's at least 1 minute long. Or they won't promote it if it's less than a minute, something like that. So I was responding to that video and kind of just off the script, as if there is a script. You know, I'm just rambling every time I hit record. That's all this is. I'm putting so little effort. I walk into my garage, I'll look at my comments and I'll read them, and then I make money from that. So as far as this concept, what if you wanted to go bald? I jokingly said, I've been trying to go bald for 20 years, and look, I turned 39 next week, and I've still got this much hair. I've tried to go bald. This is the best I could do. And I said that because obviously, imagine the absurdity of wanting to go bald and trying to go bald. This is an important exercise for all the people who think that hair loss is something they can prevent or cure. You can't prevent hair loss. You can't cure hair loss. Hair loss is not a disease. Too much truth. It just goes over the brain, doesn't it? Too much truth. It's that simple. None of this matters. None of the hair videos matter. It's all pointless. So imagine trying to go bald, wanting to go bald naturally. Not just taking a pair of clippers and just shaving off the top into a horseshoe male pattern baldness, but like you really wanted to go bald naturally. You naturally want to go bald. Think of how silly and pointless that is. Because you'd say, well, Nick, you can't. It doesn't matter if you want to go bald or not. You can't go bald by trying to go bald. Oh, so that perfectly proves everything I'm saying, doesn't it? So if you cannot get balder naturally, then you can't prevent baldness or stop it naturally. Right. Light bulb. If I cared enough about my videos to edit them, I'd have a little light bulb and go boom. Let's meditate on that. If you wanted to go bald naturally, again, not using clippers, not using drugs, you just tried to go bald, wouldn't make a difference. You'd either go bald or you wouldn't when the time was right. Same thing with trying to prevent hair loss. It doesn't matter what you do, what you say, what you think. You're either going to go bald or you're not. The main question is, inside your brain, who are you going to be? inside that brain? Are you going to end up being one of those people who's still in their 30s watching my videos, which I wish they'd stop because they really need to grow up? You don't want to be a Peter Pan. You don't want to be a Peter Pan. You want to be someone who knows who you are so that you can help other people. Life is about helping other people, not about yourself. Everyone is saying, what about me? What about me? So you become more valuable when you go to all the people around you on the planet who are all thinking, I wish somebody cared about me. And then you care about that person. And magically, you become more important. Hair or no hair, you become important the moment you start serving other people's needs and speaking to them what they need to hear. Do you think that I care about hair loss? No. Do I care about the money I'm making from it? Yes. But do I also care about the fact that I'm aware that so many people are obsessed with this? So I need to talk about that. I mean, it's simple math. It's simple math. Find a video where I'm not talking about hair loss, where I don't purposely put receding hairline or Norwood or balding in it. Look how many views that gets on this channel. People don't care about that stuff, they care about this. I am focusing on other people's desires, what motivates them. So why don't you do the same thing and become more valuable? You'll feel better about yourself. You don't need hair to do that. A guy can have a perfect head of hair. Doesn't mean people like him. He actually could be pretty annoying, and he still doesn't get what he wants. Your comments, please.